In Cambodia started in the 16th century with the arrival of several foreign Catholic missionaries and with the permanent presence of the Paris Foreign Mission Society, MEP missionaries from France in the Southeast Asian region. In the following centuries, the Catholic Church in Cambodia witnessed a constant cycle of devastation and rebuilding due to wars and political instability. By the year of 1968, Cambodia already had 3 ecclesiastical jurisdictions. The Apostolic Vicariate of Phnom Penh created in 1953, and the Apostolic Prefectures of Kompong Cham and Battambang created in 1968.
Before the Second Vatican Council, liturgical celebration in Cambodia followed the custom to celebrate the Mass in Latin language, similar to other local churches all over the world. Nowadays, some of the surviving old Christians still remember the Mass in Latin, and even can sing old Gregorian hymns they used to sing at their churches.
However, conflict and civil war in the earlier centuries, as well as the genocide area of the Khmer Rouge in the 70s, became an obstacle for the local church to have a normal development as in other countries. The local churches of the 3 jurisdictions could not go through the process of adapting the conclusions of the Second Vatican Council, especially in matters concerning liturgy. In the year of 1975, at the start of the Khmer Rouge Rebellion, all foreigners, including Catholic priests and religious, were expelled from the country, and all the local communities were dismantled.
The churches were destroyed and all the church leaders perished during the Khmer Rouge period.
During the years of the Khmer Rouge regime and the following decade, the remaining Catholics were not allowed to have any public liturgy. After the death of the few Cambodian priests who remained in the country, no priest was left to preside the celebration of the Eucharist. The custom to meet on Sundays to celebrate their faith was over.
Monsignor Chma Salas, the first Khmer Bishop of Phnom Penh, consecrated just a few days before arrival of the Khmer Rouge, was taken to a concentration camp, where he died of starvation 1 year later.
Some Christians who lived with him for several weeks in the camp and survived gave the testimony of having celebrated with him several times in a small hut, hiding from the Khmer Rouge. After the fall of the Khmer Rouge regime, the Catholic communities started to organize again silently in many of the former places and at the refugee camps along the Thailand border. Some religious sisters and church leaders used to bring the Holy Communion to be distributed among the faithful during that period. At the refugee camps, inculturation of the liturgy was already a priority. Some cultural gestures were introduced in the celebration of the Sunday Mass, such as sitting down on the floor using Khmer mattresses. These little changes gave the community the opportunity to experience prayer inserted in their own culture and mentality. On Easter Sunday, April 14th of 1990, the new government in Cambodia led by the UNTAC allowed the Catholic faithful to gather to celebrate their faith at the Chainla Theatre. It was a memorable celebration, since it was the first time in nearly 2 decades that Christians were allowed to come together to manifest their faith. One of the MEP missionaries who arrived during this time was Monsignor André Lesuef. Monsignor Lesuef used to celebrate Mass in Komponcham with only one Christian. Each local church has a committee of liturgy whose members come together every Saturday to prepare the Sunday celebration of the Eucharist. The Church will continue to encourage the faithful to manifest their faith by using elements from their own culture, such as Khmer art, dances, music, as well as the Cambodian drama performing gospel passages. The sufferings of the past decades and the present hope of many Cambodians are deeply linked with the celebration of the Paschal mystery of the death and resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ.